You know what show I would like to see you host, Norm? And this is the God's truth. I would like to see you host Catch a Predator. I see that as being a good medium for you. What's your thoughts on the To Catch a Predator show?
Oh, no, that's just, you just brought that up because I was telling that guy earlier I was thinking of that show To Catch a Predator.
Well, thank you for unfolding my conceit here. I was trying to get you into the area you wanted to talk about.
That was like a crazy coincidence because I just talked to that Christian dude about that.
Jesus, Norm, could you diffuse this anymore?
Okay, I'm sorry.
It was a setup. I was putting the ball on the tee. I'm Cheech Marin.
Nice.
Now go ahead, knock it off.
You're like Ed McMahon.
Yeah, exactly. Now, so you don't want to talk about the Predator thing?
Oh, yeah, man, To Catch a Predator? No, I was just...
They told me, they said Norm wants to talk about Predator, and all of a sudden I'm at a Carson Wake here. Are you sad about Johnny's loss?
That's misrepresenting it, too, because then people will think, you know, Norm's phoning going, hey, can I talk at all about the Predator thing?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It wasn't on your mind. I kind of put it there. Do you have any ad-lib thoughts on it?
It's not going to be funny now.
All right. You know what I've done to you? It's like Jerry Lewis with Charlie Callis with the Duck Hunter.
Exactly. I have to come...
All right, then let me throw you a curve and see what else you got. What about OJ or Mike Vick? You got anything on either of them?
Okay, then this is complete coincidence. This is the most insane coincidence of all.
These are two big topics in the news. I thought I'd just throw them out there and see if you had any observations.
No, I'm just kidding. What were the ones? Michael Vick was, no, I was just saying that, you know, obviously I'm against, I do stand-up, you know, stand-up comedy.
Sure you do.
And by the way, I'll be at, can I plug something?
Go, you can use the rest of the segment for plugs.
Oh. Because I'm not doing any stand-up. But anyway, when I go to the club, I went to the club and I thought of the idea about that Michael Vick. First of all, you love football, obviously, right?
Yeah, sure. Well, you know, sure. I go way back with football and cockfighting. You know.
Exactly. So you'll say that, you know, Michael Vick was the most exciting player in football. He could change a team by himself.
Yes.
You know.
Well, that's a solid observation.
That's what's so sad, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The dogfighting's sad, too, but if it was just some guy, you know, that was played in football like a third-string quarterback, it wouldn't be that sad. So, but Michael Vick, obviously it hurt him, it hurt his fans, it hurt the whole sport of dog fighting.
So you think it's brought dog fighting down?
I tried to say that like Drake.
It's good.
Dog fighting.
Can we talk about Drake?
But listen, man, Vic, can you imagine? Here's something to think about. Imagine if you were a dog living in a dog kennel. You ever been in those pound?
Sure.
That's your house?
Right.
So they suck, right? They're the worst houses ever.
Bad. So
the dog will go anywhere, you know, and dogs love everyone, so they're just sitting in their horrible place, and, you know, the guy, an old bald guy comes in and wants to bring you home, and you're all happy. Normally, you're not. Right?
Yeah, sure.
So imagine you're sitting there, and you're like, hey, guys, man, you're not going to believe this, but we got adopted, all of us got adopted, and you were not going to believe for a second who it was. They're like, who? Was it that bald guy from earlier today? No, it wasn't no bald guy. Think left-hander, Atlanta. It was Michael Vick. That's who it was. Now, get out of here. That's who's our new owner. They're excited, you see?
Very pumped up, the dog.
They're pumped up. They're like, you're kidding me. I'm trying to be clean. You know? And then they go and, you know, they go, wow, they're in the house, you know, everything's exciting. They were just in a pound. Now they're at Michael Vick's house. They couldn't be more excited. They hit the jackpot. And they're walking through the house going, man, I've never seen so many TVs. And then, you know, later it's not so good. When the other guys tell them, you know.
Right.
When the other guys go, listen, he's a good, you know. Michael Vick's a complicated character. And I love Michael Vick. Ralph will tell you. But, yeah.
Ralph is the other dog?
The other dog. He's talking, you know how you know the dogs talk and they have names?
Sure, and they go.
Ralph will tell you, you know, I said Vic is the best thing to happen to football in forever. But on the other hand, you know, he electrocuted me last week. So I have mixed feelings with Vic. This is one thing about the Michael Vick thing. He electrocuted them, which was awful, and shot them, right?
Right.
and then in one of them he strangled them.
Yeah, it's hard.
So I was saying, as heinous as this seems, that one part, him strangling a pit bull dog,
yes,
seems not so heinous. It seems kind of brave, if that's all he ever did. And, you know, I'm sure Michael Vick's hands are really strong with a pit bull's neck.
Well, Norm, when I see the nuances you've peeled back on the Vick story, I could only send you a big, hearty hail thank you that you dodged the To Catch a Predator question.
Well, that's the one I wanted to talk about.
Because I have no idea where that was.
So you have no time on the show anymore, so you can't talk about it?
Well, do you want to stay for a segment?
What?
I'm going to take a commercial. Can you stay?
I wouldn't mind telling you that to catch a predator and see if you'll laugh. Like I know you didn't laugh at all at that one.
Norm, listen. When I'm in the presence of greatness, I simply sit and I listen. Hang on to the Predator story till after this. Dennis Miller Show. Two things. I was wondering where Sal was during that thing. Sabes made the miscalculation of turning his mic off. He was laughing so hard, and he didn't think anybody would be able to hear Norm. I was wondering, where's old Sal? Secondly, if I seem a little halting with Norm. Now, Sal, you hear me do a lot of interviews. I'm always usually forceful, but I find Norm such a genius. I don't want to interject and get in the way of the story.
You got to let him run.
I mean, it's as good as it gets. Let's go back to Norm. Norm. I'm sorry, my friend. I've got around 3 minutes left. Can you codify your thoughts on To Catch a Predator and unspool a little tale?
My thoughts on To Catch a Predator cannot be captured in your sound bite. Now, I know the first I don't know what the word is in radio, in TV, on talk shows when I'm booked, we call it the next segment.
Right.
The last segment bombed. Let's not kid ourselves.
No, it didn't bomb. Are you kidding me? It was gold. It was just about, I was listening to you unspool the gold.
I mean, sometimes when you're on radio, you know, you go, man, maybe people are just laughing in the studio because that's their job. But people at home are not enjoying it at all, so you feel bad about yourself.
Well, the bit was
volatile.
volatile.
Then when the guys in the studio also clearly not responding to anything, and then they go, now the funniest was in the commercial, I said, so, he goes, you got to wrap it up in a minute, the Predator thing, you know, like I'm... So I said, I don't know, it's not really a thing. I don't know if I can wrap it up. So he said, I said, I don't think it's going well.
Christian, you didn't say that to him, did you?
I didn't say that. I said it was going great, and we were all laughing so hard we couldn't breathe.
We're ill-serving Norm today. You know, the next time we have Norm on, I'm going to say, this is Norm, and let him go.
No, this is it, Dennis. I said, how long's your show run generally, you know, because I listen to it on the Internet and stuff like that.
Right.
And he said 3 hours. And he goes, your second segment's up. And I go, what was my first segment, by the way? He goes, that was like 6 minutes. That was your big one. So, the 3-hour show.
Well, we've been gaslighting you, Norm. We brought you in here in a deliberate effort to drive you crazy. You sound suitably perplexed now, but might I tell you, you're simply the most insightful, perplexed man I've ever met. We'll have you back. Let's have Norm back and give him a full half hour.
No,
because
that'd be great.
Well, will you come back at this point? Or are you so angry?
Man, you're a great interviewer and stuff, right?
Yeah, but I was a little intimidated by you.
So here's a weird thing that when you're interviewing somebody, because I've seen them all, man. I've seen Parr, you know?
Yeah, sure.
I've seen mostly I watch Parr. But I've seen them all, you know?
Sure, you go way back.
And rarely, Merv Griffin, one of the greatest ever, you know? He's just fast. You know, who was a greater interviewer than that dude?
Nobody.
But Merv Griffin would never say, Norm, I understand you want to talk about...
And then it's about to go down. We're here to stay and run this town. Bring in the heat, bring in the energy. We're the queens of the festival, can't you see? We're the queens of the festival, here to rule the stage. Dropping beats and make your body engage. From sunrise to sunset, we're taking it all. We're the festival queens standing tall. Ooh, yeah, ooh. From dawn dawn till dusk, we command the crowd's gaze. Every beat, every rhyme sets our souls ablaze. With swagger and style, we own this domain. In the realm of music, we reign supreme, no chain. Feel the rhythm pulsating through your veins. Our verses ignite fire, never wane. With each lyric we spit, each move we make, we carve our legacy, leaving jaws to quake. We're the queens of the festival, here to rule the stage. Dropping beats and make your body engage. From sunrise to sunset, we're taking it all. We're the festival queens standing tall. Ooh, I get it. Ooh. No crown needed, our all's the crown jewel in the kingdom of sound. We never play the fool with beats as our scepters and rhymes as our decree. We're the sovereigns of rhythm for all to see. So bow down to the queens as we own the night. In the kingdom of music, we're the guiding light. From the first note to the last, we'll always be the festival queens, forever wild and free.
To catch a predator. What else does it say here? Michael Vick. And something else. So go ahead.
It was my fault. I gagged it. I'm sorry, Norm. We'll have you back and I'll do it better. This is the Dennis Miller Show.